Hi everyone and welcome to a guide for Overwatch. Today we're handling Winston. We'll go over his abilities and show some gameplay, and I'll try to commentate on why I do what. On screen you can see his abilities, his Tesla cannon, projected barrier, jump pack and his primal rage ultimate. We'll go over them all one by one in the training area, and after that we'll put them in practice and show you how to use them in the real world. For his abilities, his left click, it has a conal effect. It hits everyone basically in front of you within a short range. Basically no aim requirements except the general vicinity. With his E, it's a projected barrier. It's a sphere, a shield, basically like Reinhardt if you know him. You can safely stand inside it while damaging others. And his jump pack allows him to jump great distances. Also he damages when he touches down, so if you manage to aim that properly, use it. On here you can see his ultimate. You gain 1000 HP, which is a lot, except you can't use your cannon. You're just basically whacking around like crazy, you're almost uncontrollable. Over here we're gonna put all the abilities except the ultimate into practice. You jump in, you do damage, cause chaos, and after you did your part, you jump out. Because although Winston is classified as a tank, he's more of a disruptor. You can't stay on the front lines, take the hits, because you'll die so fast. He doesn't have a really durable shield, and it's on a pretty long cooldown. Over here we're going to show all the abilities in practice. It's just a gameplay match I recorded. The great thing about Winston is his disrupting capabilities. You don't want to be standing there taking hits. As you can see in this episode, you'll jump around, flank it. You're especially strong against Widowmakers like that. Just get in their face, harass them. Don't make them be able to camp your team out. Luckily on this match, I didn't really notice anyone trying to counter me. For example, Winston's worst nightmare is a Reaper. No one ever thought about picking that one, which is why this match went so well. With the barrier, as you can see, I placed that completely wrong. Don't do that. You want to place the barrier in front of the cannon, not with the cannon inside it, so it can still damage you. As you can see so far, I barely had any real presence on the payload. I'm trying to kickstart it now, to at least get it moving. But then, on top of the diner, it's a great place for the defense to sit up, but as a Winston you jump in, you disrupt them, you make sure they can't stay put, damage you at all. Basically, keep your team in motion. It's really strong on attack. So it's just important that if your team doesn't continue to push the cart. Classes I've noticed Winston is really strong again is of course the Widowmaker, like you saw. She has almost no tools to properly deal with you. A soldier like this, he's okay. Hanzos are usually, unless it's really skilled Hanzo, they can land his headshot. They're pretty hard. Diva pilots, pretty easy prey. Tracers, somewhat. Genjis as well, Symmetras. Basically anyone that's fairly squishy and has no real mobility to get away from you. Also you can reflect this Tesla cannon, so stuff like Genji's reflect doesn't help. So far we're pushing it quite nicely. Just trying to jump in here, cause some chaos. You can see the Hanzo and Widowmaker up top here. I ult here because else I have no way to get up to there. Need to get rid of them so my team can push on. I'm not really good with this ultimate. As you can see, it's kind of chaotic. It's really hard to control your aim as well. The turrets still deal pretty much damage. I also fucked up here again. As you can see, I placed the bubble wrong, which made me take a ton of damage. After which I didn't get out fast enough and the Junkrat finished me off. But so far the match is going pretty well. I feel like I'm disrupting their entire team. Giving them no rest, no chance to basically set up. Just jump in, cause chaos, mayhem. You can see the D.Va is half HP. You can see how fast she drops, although I'm not quite sure if that McCree shot was in there as well. Junkrats do a lot of damage. Their grenades explode on contact. They also have their traps, they can knock you away from them with their bombs. So they're pretty scary. Mercy is also a good target, at least if she doesn't have an escape. If she has a teammate in line of sight that she can jump to. You can follow over to jump pack, but it gets harder, as you'll see in a minute. With Torbjorn's ult, there's no way my shield can hold up. If your shield gets focused, it goes down pretty fast. That's why you need to get in, do your thing, then get out again. Here I'm trying to play cautiously, since I'm only on 175 HP, which isn't a whole lot. There's the big health pack. Now I can play more aggressive again. Get the turret out of the way. But now I need more health again. Okay, here I should have just went out. As soon as I put the barrier down, I should have jumped out with the jump pack, get back to my team, heal up before re-engaging.
Onward and upward.
It's tough not to overcommit, especially on in-your-face tanks like Winston is. Overall, it's pretty fun to play. Some of his weaknesses are, of course, Reaper. He eats tanks for breakfast with his huge damage bonus on his shutdowns. Right click and freeze are pretty hard as well. If he manages to land his shots with right click, you go down pretty fast. For the red Junkrat, of course, can be pretty dangerous if played correctly. And those are, I think, your three most damaging characters. Luckily the enemy team only had a Junkrat and he wasn't doing that much, so we were doing pretty fine. As you can see, a lot of the match, the enemy team just stick to that Hanzo and Widowmaker as well. If they would have switched off to a Reaper, for example, taking care of me, we probably wouldn't have pushed up this fast and cleared the point in this short amount of time. That's why hero switching, of course, is important. Everyone has counters. If you play to the strengths of that, work as a team, you get the most stuff done. That's why I also stick to Winston. They didn't counter me, so I stayed there.
Play of the game.
We were lucky with the team as well. We had a good team. Everyone was, can't say really working together, but working against each other. And in pubs, that's the best you could hope for. For the rest, thank you for watching. Here's a dancing bear. If you like the content, please press the subscribe button below the video. Like the video. Also comment. If you have any other ideas, let me know.